Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron, Pierre, that's Teyana. They have been spotted together several times recently. But they seemingly made it official after the Oscars. So they both posted these pictures.
Aaron Pierre, also known as Bassa, is getting people talking and raising some serious concerns. But no, it's not about a Disney movie soundtrack. Aaron's longtime ex, Jessica Hardwick, has made it clear that Teyana might want to be cautious about getting too comfortable. Why? Well, CIS claims Aaron is just playing Teyana, and she's not even his type. And when you see Jessica, you'll understand exactly what she's getting at. So, is this real love, or is Aaron just using Teyana to elevate his own status? Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor have been all over the headlines recently, and it's for good reason. The chemistry and looks these two have shared have been hard to ignore. Things really started to heat up after their black and white Oscars photo shoot. Teyana posted the photos on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and the Vanity Fair after party. The energy was undeniable, with the caption, "Oscar night in black and white, no gray area." She even chose the track Take You Down because, honestly, it's got that It's Giving vibe. But Aaron's response? Silence. He shared the same photos, but with no words, no caption, no emojis, nothing. No mention of how great the night was with his lady or any sign of affection. And let's be real, that silence is a little suspicious. It almost seems like he's keeping her at arm's length, enjoying all the attention, but not fully claiming her. And Jessica Hardwick, his ex, has been out here dropping hints about Aaron's preferences. She's claiming Aaron has a certain type, and Teyana doesn't fit that mold. The Vanity Fair after party just added fuel to the fire when they were spotted looking cozy, hanging out with Niecy Nash and her wife. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time they've been seen out together. Back in February, they attended the American Black Film Festival honors, and the cameras caught them in what seemed like a very intimate conversation. You know, the type, the "I'm feeling you, but let's not make it too obvious" kind of energy. So, while they're not exactly speaking openly about it, people are definitely talking. The streets are buzzing with rumors, and it's clear that something's going on. But here's where it gets messy. While Aaron has been keeping his personal life low-key, the internet has done its thing and dug up some information. What they found is Jessica Hardwick, and when you take one look at Jessica, you'll understand why people are starting to raise eyebrows about the whole Teyana situation. And here's the thing. Jessica isn't a woman of color, so when people compare her to Teyana, it's a noticeable contrast. It's clear that Jessica is not just sitting quietly while this plays out. She's out here warning Teyana that she might be about to get left behind. If Jessica's claims hold any truth, Teyana might want to be cautious because rumors say Aaron has a preference for, let's say, white meat. And when you look at his past relationships and the current situation, it seems pretty obvious that Teyana might not be his type after all. Aaron Pierre, also known as Mufasa, seems to have a type that doesn't align with Teyana. And while I'm not the one claiming it, Jessica, his ex, is making sure everyone knows about it. But here's where things get complicated. Is Jessica just upset? Maybe a little bitter and making things up? Well, hold up, because it doesn't end there. There are more pictures floating around of Aaron, and this time, the woman in question is a Caucasian Australian named Hannah Hurst. From the photos, it looks like these two were getting really cozy. And get this, they were even seen arriving at a wedding together. Now listen, taking someone to a wedding isn't just "we're cool" behavior. It's more like, "this is my lady" kind of energy. And yes, there's a pattern here. Just like with Jessica, Hannah's white too. It seems like Aaron may have a clear preference for women of a certain race, and Teyana doesn't fit that mold. And if you need more proof, there's a photo of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead. We all know what forehead kisses mean. It's a sign of affection and intimacy. So, this isn't just people making up stories. There's more to this than speculation. Now, it makes sense why Aaron's been so private about his love life. He's been keeping it locked up for a reason. It's clear now. He's got a pattern of quietly collecting girlfriends. First, there's Jessica Hardwick, his so-called longtime girlfriend since 2019. Then, out of nowhere, Hannah Hurst shows up with cozy pictures and wedding appearances. And now, he's out here sparking rumors with Teyana Taylor. The thing about these women is, they don't chase the spotlight. They're not the type to grab attention when they walk into a room. Let's be honest, they're not A-list celebs. They don't wear designer clothes head to toe, and they aren't making headlines every other week. And that's where Teyana's situation stands out. She's loud, she's bold, and she's a straight-up queen. She walks into a room, and everyone notices her. She's been in the industry for years, and she's used to being the center of attention.
I was about this. I came across a tweet where they said, I didn't know that Drake and Teyana Taylor dating. Honestly, when these pictures dropped in 2013, I forgot what the caption was. I think Drake posted it. And
People
said,
online are starting to notice the contrast too. One commenter pointed out a picture of one of Aaron's exes, saying she seemed modest in her style and very likable, wishing them well. That comment says a lot, implying that Aaron is drawn to women who are soft-spoken, humble, and approachable, completely the opposite of Teyana's bold and high-profile persona. Now it's all starting to make sense why Lori Harvey isn't even considering dating Aaron Pierre. She took one look at that situation and immediately passed. And honestly, I get it. She played the role of the PR girlfriend, but is Teyana unknowingly stepping into her shoes? Here's the backstory. Pop culture insider and TikTok star Shara Mason tried to play matchmaker, suggesting Lori and Aaron would make an amazing couple. On paper, it could have made sense. Lori's been with British celebrities before, like Damson Idris, so Shara thought Aaron would be right up her alley. But Lori shut that idea down fast. She responded with a solid "no thank you" in the comments, like, not just no, but leave me alone kind of energy. It wasn't just disinterest, it was stay far away from me energy. The way Lori dismissed that suggestion so quickly says a lot. She could have ignored it, but she made it clear that she wasn't interested, possibly because she knows the scoop on Aaron. After all, Lori's been around the industry long enough to spot a red flag from miles away. Lori also has some serious influence in Hollywood. She's dated A-listers like Michael B. Jordan, Future, and Idris Elba, and there were even rumors about her and Diddy. And Diddy's name often comes with drama. So when someone like Lori Harvey shuts down a guy like Aaron with that much confidence, it makes you wonder what kind of whispers she's heard. Let's be real. Lori is not about to get played for clout again. But here's the big question. What's Aaron's real motive here? Teyana is absolutely glowing right now. She's a superstar, a triple threat, singer, actress, and director, and she just got out of her relationship with Iman Shumpert. She's single, thriving, and living her best life. But is Aaron genuinely interested in her? Or is this just a way for him to stay in the spotlight? One thing's for sure, you don't want to play Queen Teyana. The timing of this is intriguing. Aaron just landed the major role of Mufasa's voice in the Lion King prequel. And let's be real, this whole situation has kept his name buzzing, at least for a little while. But let's not pretend Aaron is the first guy to date Teyana just to stay relevant. If you look at her past relationships, there's a clear pattern. Teyana's been linked to some top-tier A-listers and elite athletes, and while those relationships started with love, they almost always ended with the other person fading into the background. Teyana has a history of walking away from relationships with way more attention and clout than she had before. Take Iman Shumpert, for example. When they first got together, Iman was already known in the basketball world, but being married to Teyana really boosted his visibility. Their relationship had its ups and downs, and while people were rooting for them, we all saw how things ended. It got messy, and they eventually divorced, but it wasn't exactly a smooth separation. Then there was Soulja Boy. Yes, Teyana and Soulja Boy were an item. She tried to keep it low-key, but it's out there now. The exact timeline of their relationship is a bit unclear, But what's known is that they were together for several years, and even had a daughter together. Rumors swirled that they secretly got married in October 2016, and when Teyana appeared on the Wendy Williams show that September, she teased that they might have already tied the knot. Spoiler, they didn't. The wedding never happened. But just like her past relationships, this one didn't end on a high note either. Let's be real, Soulja Boy's fame was definitely getting a boost while they were together. So the question is, was Teyana really getting love, or was she just helping boost someone else's clout? And let's not forget about Drake, aka Champagne Papi. Back in 2009, there were whispers that Teyana and Drake had a thing going on. This one stayed super low-key. No public confirmation, no Instagram couple pics, just rumors and speculation. But as they say, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. They were spotted together at a few events and even appeared in music videos, and fans definitely noticed the chemistry between them. But despite all the public appearances, both Drake and Teyana kept things low-key and never directly addressed the rumors. So how serious were they? Was this just another PR move? We can't say for sure, but one thing we do know is that being associated with Drake keeps your name in the headlines. Looking at how their situation played out, you have to wonder if Teyana was just another way for someone to boost their profile. And we can't overlook ASAP Rocky, another name in the mix. Back in 2014, rumors swirled that Teyana and ASAP had something going on. They never officially confirmed it. No interviews, no big Instagram posts, but people were talking. But just like with many of Teyana's past relationships, this one didn't last long either. They reportedly broke up shortly after it became public, and what's wild is that right after that, ASAP was linked to Iggy Azalea and then Chanel Iman. So clearly he wasn't wasting time. Then there was Chad Johnson, who actually stuck around for a while. Teyana and Chad were together for about 4 years, starting in 2016, which is a long time for a celebrity couple. People were really invested, especially after Chad made comments about Teyana's rise to fame on a reality show. But, like the others, it didn't end on great terms. After they split, Chad wasn't shy about expressing his disappointment, and that left people wondering if he was just riding Teyana's wave until it was no longer beneficial. After Chad, Daniel "Booby" Gibson came into the picture. They were together for a brief period, from September 2008 to February 2009. Just like the others, it ended almost as quickly as it began. Then there's Colin Kaepernick, the former NFL star. Teyana and Colin had an on-again, off-again relationship since 2013, but by 2014, it was officially over. That's when she got serious with Iman Shumpert. When you look at all these relationships, athletes, rappers, A-list celebrities, there's a clear pattern. A lot of these guys definitely got a clout boost from being with Teyana. But let's be real. When you line up all the men Teyana has dated, it's obvious she's been through a lot. No shade, but compared to Aaron Pierre, she definitely has more experience in the dating world. So, why wouldn't Aaron want to hop on that train? It's a way for him to ride the fame wave, keep his name buzzing, and maybe even get some extra perks if you catch my drift. It's a win for him, right? That's why Aaron's ex, Jessica Hardwick, is out here warning Teyana. She's seen the playbook, she knows how it goes, and now she's just sitting back and watching it all unfold. Let's not forget that Aaron has a type, and as much as Teyana is a queen with all her energy and talent, she doesn't quite fit into that category. So, where does this relationship go from here? Will they continue showing up at more events? Has Aaron Pierre's type really changed? Or is this relationship just going to fizzle out like the others?